Let's do that one. That one's just $1 off. What you can actually do is, and you'll see the old balance over here. The only thing we want is to zero that out. So we're going to put a 0 in that. Hit enter. And you can put as many items in here as you want. F12. And go back to stock records. And that zeroed that out. Okay. There's a daily report. This daily report consists of 3 reports in one. It's your account summary, your outstanding purchase order, and a list of stock records, or what you have in stock. If you are needing to buy something and you want to know, okay, do we have it in stock? You can look at your stock record. Then you can go back and look at your outstanding purchase orders, see if you have a purchase order to buy that stock already in place. If you don't, then you want to go to your account summary to make sure that you have enough money to put in that purchase order for that piece of material. Just a, yes? Okay, this is under daily report. I'm sorry, you probably not. Daily report. It's at the main menu. Well, let me get that. Okay, it's right here at the bottom. It's daily report. And you just put in your current date, and it brings those 3 reports up. Consumable item report is a report that will give you everything that you've done within a date range, whether you've and where it has gone to, the date. These are projects, what you've taken to that project, and what the cost is.
Maureen?
Yes.
The on reports is specific to this. This is one of the reports that is indicated by that. Only those items with a Y will show up on this report.
Okay.
And it does not matter whether they went into stock and then back to the project, or whether they went straight to the project. They still show up here.
It's still everything that has gone to a project. Yes, every bridge or road item that was used, whether it went through a transfer or not, will show up on your summary of consumables. Yes.
So it's okay then if you just leave that Y and then you don't necessarily have to change it. You just want to leave it in there.
Yes. Yes, as long as it is an item that you want on the reports. Anything that you want on reports, you will have to have a Y on there to pull it to a report.
It really wouldn't matter. I mean, it would just everything's going to show up on here.
Yes.
Only those items with the Y will show up on
with
here.
the Y.
So what would you
Well, that's mine.
why would you not want me to show? What you mean? Something you wouldn't want.
If you, well, bolts, nuts, filters, you wouldn't want any of those on this. This is mainly like your rock, your bridge timbers, any guardrails, anything that actually goes on the road. Any questions about that? Yes.
I have a lot of items in my stock list. Things that are unmarked no, like, payroll and things like that. Should I take those and sell them?
You can. What you can do, you can put them on an inactive list. Those are not anything that, and a lot of people, when they first got started, they were putting everything in because it was easy to type and not use the colon. But you do get overwhelmed with what is in that list. You can go to any of those items and just put, make them inactive, go to the very bottom of the report and change it. You'll have to do an F2, but you can change that to a Y, and that gets that out of your list. So any of those things,
It's like the semicolon and
right.
all that. I see that it's probably
It can cause your list to get overwhelming. But you still have those items because they'll be on an inactive list if you ever need them back. Warehouse summary. This is generally a weekly report. Doesn't have to be. It can be done any way that you want to run it date-wise. You can do Y for print detail. This will give you a report of everything that has come in, all the receiving reports, everything that has been transferred out. Then it will show you your balance of your last report, your total receiving reports, total transfer documents, and what your balance is for your warehouse.
And again, this is just for items with the on
With
reports.
the Y.
Yes. That on reports indicates those two reports, the consumable items report and the warehouse summary. If it's a yes, it goes on those reports when it's put in the appropriate location.
Okay, if you want to run a list of your stock cards for a given period of time, this will run all of your stock cards. Unless you put a description. If you just want one stock card, you can put your description in. And again, it is on report. Maybe annoying me.
Must have a lot of stuff happen.
It must have a lot, but it is taking a bit. I should have narrowed it down a little.
Must have been
Do you ever have that lock up at this spot?
Only when CTF-Mon is running on your computer. And the customer support people know how to take care of that.
Because
I
have
do
it
not
locked
know
up
if
right
it's
here.
running on my computer or not. I have no idea.
I do have it locked up in this spot.
Really? Okay, well,
That's
we're
what
going
it
to
does,
bomb
too.
out of it then. Okay.
You want the IC kit to school. It's up about 3 from where you are, and to the left about 3. Down 2. One more, right here.
Ah, okay.
That's
Did I mess it up? Ah, okay.
Just go ahead and say don't send. There is a program that Microsoft likes to load in Windows that I think it has something to do with being able to translate to different languages or something. And if it's running, it has a tendency to trip up crystal reports and end up with error messages or lockups or things of that nature. It's, if you go into, well, Customer support can tell you how to get rid of it, but you have to open up the Windows Task Manager and kill the task to get rid of it, and then tell it not to load again the next time or it'll be back. It's kind of hard to get rid of. I never have learned it. Amanda knows how. It's not the only thing that causes lockups, but it is the most common.
Don't like that. Matthew, what's your login? Mine has everything in it.
Ease, E-E-A-S. E-E-A-S. Ease.
Okay.
I like these.
Okay, stock records. Let's try this. Let's do this a little less.
7:15.
Yeah. Okay, I want to. Okay. See if this works.
Put a number 1 in the description because they have a lot of different cards that start with 1 and that'll limit it down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it'll be enough. There we go.
There we go. Okay, so what this does, it does a stock card for each item, and there was only
Apparently
one
just
of one. Okay, but it'll show you anything that had been received, anything that had been transferred, and what the balance of that stock card. The little stock cards that you used to put, write everything on, this will be identical to that. That was just stock cards. Warehouse summary will just be
Apparently didn't find any data.
okay. Warehouse summary. 717. Now that one. We're getting a gray screen to death. You do have a problem.
That's okay.
But your warehouse summary is just shows your ending balance, your receiving reports, and your transfer documents, and what the total balance is. Ending balance. Any questions about stock cards? Or anything that we've gone over? Matthew, do you have anything you would add?
We visited briefly when we talked about the colon and fitting in the maintenance items.
Yes.
Those do show up on the fixed asset screens as well as you can run reports for those. The times that I would see those being used are for maintenance, whether it be for a project when the road was graded or for a vehicle when you change the oil, anything that you don't have an actual material. You may not have material for, but you want to note that it was done. Maybe a mileage number if they change filters or change a part or whatever. That was pretty much it. You touched on that while we were there. I just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're ready for, is everybody ready for a break?